Hello, and welcome to the Voices of Bellevue School District podcast, where we amplify the voices of students, staff, and families, sharing their unique lived experiences to strengthen our Bellevue community. In each episode, we'll explore We Belong, significant cultural traditions, customs, and lived experiences of our beloved Bellevue community. We learn academic programs and innovative initiatives, along with the staff and students behind them. We lead discussions with leaders in our community on topics that drive innovation in education. I'm Janine Thorn, Chief of Communications, and I'm joined by Dr. Kelly Aramaki, Superintendent of the Bellevue School District.
Hi, everybody. Janine, maybe we could start with the podcast that I've listened to. People start with some kind of opening question just so we can kind of get to know each other better. This past week, we celebrated National Coffee Day. And I'm curious, what is your favorite coffee drink if you're a coffee drinker?
I drink coffee every single day. I love hazelnut.
Ooh, I love hazelnut too.
I think you strike me as a pumpkin latte kind of coffee drinker. Is that true?
Well, that's funny. I'm not sure what to make of that, but
No, I think I just heard you say that.
That's funny. I mean, you wouldn't be wrong because I do. Every fall I look forward to the pumpkin spice latte. I always get a double tall pumpkin spice latte, no whipped cream. But there's this place in downtown Bellevue called Nana's Green Tea, and they make this pumpkin spice hojicha latte. It's not really a coffee drink, and it doesn't sound good, but it is really good. It's got to be one of my favorite things right now.
So we've decided now to embark on a new area of storytelling podcasts, and just kind of wanted to start telling stories about our families and students, and just want to start by asking you, what do you think about this podcast, about starting a podcast? What's the benefit for us?
Yeah, I'm excited about this. Podcast is such a popular format now for people. A lot of people, when they're running or, in the car, a lot of people have long commutes. The podcast is the perfect way for people to get information. And we in Bellevue, there's just so many things that we want to tell our community. And we know that we can't put it all into newsletters. And so we figured we'd try this podcast so that we could share the stories of our amazing community with the community.
Yeah, so this has really been designed for people to get information in an easy format and then go to our newsletters or our websites to find out more. Since we'll be talking and telling stories and people will be sharing their stories with us, tell us a little bit about your story and how you came to Bellevue and what makes you so proud to be a leader in the district.
Yes, some people have heard me talk about this before, but I do feel a great sense of belonging here in Bellevue myself personally. I am the fourth generation of Japanese Americans in Bellevue. My great-grandfather, Hikotaro Aramaki, moved here from Japan in 1900. And his first place that he stayed was right on 116th, right by the Chick-fil-A and some of the auto dealerships. And at that time, he wasn't allowed to own property. And so his first son, Akira, was born. And at age 8, they were able to purchase a farm right by Lake Bellevue, just about a mile from the school district office. And so my family's been here ever since. My grandfather graduated from Bellevue High School. My dad graduated from Sammamish High School. Yeah. I graduated from Newport, and I have a daughter who is at Interlake High School. So, the Aramakis are, longtime Bellevue residents. And even though the history of Japanese Americans in Bellevue is complicated, I do feel gratitude for this city, for the opportunities that we've had, particularly through the Bellevue School District, and for the support that we've gotten from friends and neighbors here.
Yeah. And like you, I have a son that's also at Interlake. And I know that a sense of belonging is important to him as well, and us as a family. Can you talk a little bit more about how families, what you're looking for, what you're looking forward to them learning and growing in their sense of belonging here?
Yeah. You know, a story that I heard recently was a family was interested in, they were moving here to the Northwest and they were looking for a place to buy a house and for a place for their kids to go to school. And um, I had heard the story kind of second or third hand that they were wondering if their family or their child would be accepted here in Bellevue. And I thought that was a fascinating thing for a family to wonder. It's like, is my child, if they come to Bellevue, going to be accepted, safe, encouraged, and allowed to thrive? And what I'm excited about is using this podcast to be able to show families that your child and you as a family do belong. And we are going to do that by elevating the stories of that reflect the diversity of our community. I mean, we have families from all over the world speaking all different languages, all cultures represented, and everybody belongs here. And the places where people might feel less than a complete sense of belonging, that's why it's a focus area for us moving forward. And so I think that the stories that we tell will help people to see that they do belong. And the stories that we tell will help people to see the ways in which we're improving our community so that people who have not historically felt that they belong eventually do feel like they do belong here and that their kids thrive here.
One of those exciting things is the addition of the Welcome Center.
Yeah, that's right. This year, one of our strategic priorities under We Belong is to launch a Welcome Center. Just like when you go visit colleges and things like that, colleges have welcome centers. You can go get swag, you can get tours, you can learn more information. We want to do that here. And so we're actually in the midst of remodeling one of our buildings, building out a new reception desk. We're giving people training on building human-centered systems and customer service. I have a team that's doing a book study on the Disney way and how you can make people from all over the world feel comfortable and that it's the happiest place on earth. And so we're doing that so that when families are interested in looking for a home or a school, that there's a place for them to come, learn more, and just be enfolded into our community.
I was just over there the other day, and they were knocking down walls. They're busting out walls and they're building new areas. It is coming together.
Yeah, it's funny because the district office is two big glass buildings right next to each other. Mm-hmm. And families who want to register or get information about advanced learning or early learning, or for our families who are unhoused and are seeking services, you just don't know even which building to walk into. And the building that you walk into used to be just a hallway with doors and signs, but nobody there necessarily to greet you. And we felt like that was kind of low-hanging fruit for us. We wanted families to know, one, which building to go to, and then two, when you walk into the building, that somebody is there smiling at you, greeting you, and ideally speaking the language that you speak. And so we're really trying to prioritize multilingualism and making sure that families see themselves reflected in the staff that we have.
Yeah.
Well, Janine, this is exciting. I mean, this is just our first podcast, and hopefully the microphones were working. But I'm looking forward to continuing these dialogues with you, and then to bring in guests. We've got a lineup of people that we're excited to introduce to the community, and hopefully this will be something that the community finds interesting and inspiring as well. But thank you for hosting this.
This will totally be more about our community and less about me.
All right. Thanks, Bellevue School District. We appreciate your support always.
Thank you.